Hello everyone, I'm DM Pat. Thanks for tuning in to another episode of Grand Quest. Here's our wonderful players.
Hey everyone, I'm Mithril, and I play Kane, our resident broody half-vampire ranger.
Hello, my name is Yone, and I will be playing Zoe, the Fathomless Warlock, an obscure, tentacly character hoping to embed himself into the party.
Hello, I'm Kelly. I play Syphina, a Sucker of Stars druid and grave cleric, who has been tasked by Tenelith to balance the scales of life and death.
Hey everyone, I'm Isaac, also known as Rapid Pup, and I voice Sif, the man trapped in a wolf's body for a crime he committed.
Hey everyone, I'm Matt. I play Trevor, the grumpy Oath of Vengeance paladin who is just trying not to die while he figures out the truth about what happened to his family.
Hi, I'm Wayne. I play Gorez, a fighting rogue who decided to step out of his brother's shadow, start his own gang somewhere else.
Hi everybody, my name's Bridger, and I am playing Oscar, a wild druid with memory loss.
Hello everyone, welcome back to Grand Quest. Last episode, we finished up the missions as the team with Syphina, Trevor, Gorez, and Alfric succeeded in stopping the golem's activation and preventing Callister from being able to take them away. However, now we're going to be picking up back with the Kane, Sif, Oscar, and Zoe team as they have teleported using the device that was in the basement of Callister Black's manor to the closest destination that they felt was safe, that being the forest outside Ilvasar's home. As a bright spark of blue and purple energy erupt in the front of his home, the inside is dark. No one is in there. No guards, no soldiers. Bradley is not there, but the ground is scarred with arcane burns as you four sit. Oscar looks around. I'm gonna go check if there's anybody inside. I'll be right back as he heads inside. So now it just sits you three.
I don't think he's going to find anyone inside. I'm pretty sure they're at the mines with Syphina. The others.
Sif is gonna turn to Zoe. This has been meaning to happen.
Do it.
1 sec. Okay, so Sif turns to Zoe and then looks back to Kane, giving him this kind of look like shit's about to go down. Zoe, if you take another step, I will fireball the fuck out of you.
He kind of puts his hands up. The artifact's still resting in front of him, though.
Let me see.
No need to get hasty.
Let me. If you try to leave with that artifact, I will end you right now.
Not trying to. Do you see me resisting?
Hand
What's
it over.
gotten you and... Oh. I'm afraid I can't do that.
I was afraid you were gonna say that.
Why do you want him to give it up?
Do you not see what he did back there before we teleported? How he brought up my daughter?
I told you... Well, I never said anything about your daughter. I said someone needs to talk to you.
True, you never
that
did
she's
state.
waiting on you.
True, you never did state if it was my daughter. That is my fault for not thinking that. It could be actually somebody else I want, but the fact is you withheld information until the last moment to try to, what I see, is throw me off from grabbing that artifact. Which I really didn't even want this fucking artifact.
Well, that's good to know. Then I don't see why there's an issue if I keep it. What I was referring to was back at the tent when we were looking for items. It spoke to me in a woman's voice and told me to tell you that she says hello.
Why do you want that artifact that bad that you would try to pull something like that?
I was told to. And much like our other companions, I don't intend to deny that which I serve's orders. I'm sure you can understand that.
Other thing, God, because it kind of sounds like what he said does
As he
it
kind of steps back and falls into the floor as it breaks. And he's
Counterspell
going to
that shit.
go out of it. Oh, all right.
All right.
As
Well,
he
yeah.
bonus
it is going
action-
down now. I told you not to do
Miss-
anything.
Misty steps.
Okay, so how are we doing this, DM?
All right. So,
Because he would do his, I would counterspell. That would leave him with his
Yeah.
Misty, or
him with his Misty Step.
and I wouldn't be able to do anything.
And he's
against
going to talk to Kane.
I can action surge. Fuck that, and I'll counterspell that again.
Kane, control your friend. You understand how much it is that we honor the deals we make.
Is he just not saying anything and staring straight at Kane?
Yeah.
Yes.
Kane, if he tries to leave again, put an arrow through his fucking eyes.
I'm not getting in between this on either of your behalfs. I don't understand why you want the artifact now, why you're so against him having it.
I don't want him. I don't want him to have it. We can give this straight to Syphina. You can carry the artifact for all I care. The thing is, I don't trust this thing that just tried to teleport from me before we were done talking.
You're being a little hostile.
Oh, you don't think that, hey, maybe bringing that shit up to play me is going to make me a little hostile, Kane?
So he's backing up as he's having this
Don't take it. If he
full-blown
takes a step,
conversation.
I'm going to fireball. I'm letting you know that right now.
I'm going to.
I'll take it.
Stop! Don't take a step, please. I don't want to do this.
He'll take it.
I don't have any real way to stop it.
All right. Well, as this confrontation is going on, Zoe starts walking back. Sif looks back and tells him, "Take another step, and I'll fireball you." Zoe just steps back again. A fireball spell is cast as suddenly a bright shimmer of green and blue erupts, brightening and lightening the forest as specks of almost like fey magic fall slowly like snow, and you find all of you are frozen in place. Your spells countered. Oscar is standing in the doorway with Ilvisar. So I don't understand why you are all against each other, but you could use a moment to cool down, I think. As he will cast Calm Emotions. So I do need the saving throw.
What are
calm
those
emotion.
wisdom saves?
I believe it's wisdom.
This is a spell, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Now,
Please don't not 20. 15.
22.
Ooh.
there is a way for what meta magic is it to make it to where it's harder to succeed on?
Heightened
Careful
spell?
spell?
Subtle?
No, it's careful spell.
Oh.
No, it's heightened spell. Careful spell allows you to choose people who auto succeed on it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Dungeon Dragon, heightened spell, a spell that gives a target disadvantage. Okay, yeah, he will be using that on you guys as well.
Okay, well,
So roll one more
I'm
time.
much lower than yeah.
It does cancel out Zoe's
Okay, 6.
advantage at least. Let's see here.
So should I roll
It-
again or
No,
take-
we're just gonna take your first roll, the first one out of the advantage.
Gotcha. So this is
Target. Let's see here. Saving throw.
What does
It
Calm Emotions
is-
do? Because I know we've done this before whenever we've
Yep.
gotten out of
You
hand.
attempt to suppress strong emotions in a group of people, each humanoid in a 20-foot radius sphere centered on a point you choose within range must make a charisma saving throw.
oh.
A creature can choose to fail this saving throw if it wishes.
Oh,
creature
yeah,
fails.
Kane's just gonna choose to fail then.
You know what?
Fails at saving
I'll
throw.
choose to fail that too. I'm not even going to try to roll it.
He's had this spell cast on him so many times, it's not funny.
We just got out of a fight with that, so yeah, I don't blame you.
So what did you roll? Are you trying to fight back it, Zoe?
Yeah, in the end, no.
Okay.
Just curious.
As all of your suddenly this tense emotion that you're having, this distrustful emotion that Sif is experiencing, this kind of hostile impression, and that Zoe is feeling this confusion and utter, like, what the fuck is going on from Kane, is suddenly calm and quiet. Everything is quiet. Everyone is relaxed, though still frozen. Everyone is standing there. Ilvasar walks down the steps and out to the group of you. Clears his throat. So, I leave for a little bit. I come back to check on my home to see if Bradley destroyed it. And I find you all fighting each other? What is going... If I relinquish you from your restraints, will you calmly speak about this?
We're frozen right now.
Yeah, you're like frozen.
I just stand there.
You can still like whisper. You could like kind of like mumble out words, but this is when Typhina, Trevor, and Gorez do walk past through the trees, and they spot the three of you frozen in place. Oscar sitting in just kind of like in the doorway of the house, kind of using the doorway as like a shield, and Ilvasar completely have frozen your friends, but he seems to be trying to calm them down.
The fresh fuck is going on here?
Well, I came to my house, and Oscar ran to me saying that they're fighting, and Sif is going to use probably use Fireball. Yells back, "I'm very glad that you understand your teammates well, because that would have been very bad," pointed at my home. And so I came out here, and I first held them still, and then calmed their emotions a little bit. But now I'm about to release them.
I just kind of pat him on the back and say thanks.
I'm just saying, if this happens, I'm probably going to banish the one who tries to blow up my house. Looks at Sif.
Completely understand.
Okay.
Teammate here is being overreactive again.
I thought this was just a training regiment.
Training. Yes. Training. What?
Oh
What?
yeah, so you said that you know fireballs be going left and right after that last encounter, and you wanted help with dodging them.
Looks to Zoe.
He's a fat liar.
Oh, you piece of shit. Well, I didn't want to bring this up to him.
We'll say specifically to him.
Oh, did
so
he
that-
say in his fucking head? God damn it!
Yeah.
No, you got me there. He's not trying to sell you out. He just looks
Kinda
at
like-
you and just.
Looks back at Sif.
He'll you know the kind of person he is.
Look, first of all, my head is a place that I would like my thoughts should be. I don't want to be put in the middle of this. I am not one of your group, so just saying, please do not burn my forest. Don't burn my house down, and you can hash it out. Your other teammates are here, so
Okay, so as
deal
long as the
with it.
forest in the house doesn't get burned down.
Everyone
Honestly-
looks at him and says, "Let Kane go, but leave these two frozen for a minute."
He had already dropped the spell on all of them. So, but I'm just gonna go back in my house. Oscar, you wanted to speak to me about something? Yeah, I did. Are they gonna kill each other? No, I don't believe your two fathers are gonna kill each other. Oscar looks confused.
What the fuck?
Zafina is going to walk through the group. She's going to pat Sif on the head, say, "I fireballed twice today. It was fun." And then she's going to walk up to Kane and she is going to give him a hug. It's like,
Oh,
"Are you okay? I heard you call Tenelith."
Um,
And she,
fine. He's kind of like
twice? Oh my
he's
god!
got his hands up and he's looking down at her like, this is
She
not
pulls
what
back
I
and she just, like,
expected.
it's like, "Okay, as long as you're okay." Did
Where's the
everybody? Is
boy?
everything okay? He's okay.
Okay.
Might
Agnes
not be a
speaks up. Better than he
deal.
was when we had him. He got cleaned.
So I feel like I'll give
His
a step
eyes
back from Kane.
narrow.
It's like she says
clean
back hands up. It's like,
mean?
I didn't do it on purpose.
It was a
Tenelith
literal
helping
act
you.
of God.
Tenelith was helping you, and I was, I guess you could say, linked to Alfric at that time. And when she came back, and it just everything was kind of an overload, and I guess you could say cleansed him. I don't know, but
Cleansed him of.
his
Kane, you fucking didn't, you asshole.
Yeah, he did. Agnes speaks up. Yeah, he did. He totally did. Yeah,
Fuck,
he turned that
man.
boy into a vampire. Yep.
And you were
Well,
sitting
damn
here
here.
fucking judging me for wanting to fireball this guy. Fuck you.
He didn't
Okay,
do
can we not-
anything.
Can we not? Everybody, we survived, all right? You guys got what you needed, right?
Also,
He was
it
following
an
his directions
accident.
just as I
You
did.
accident. What did you trip and fall in his fucking neck?
Yeah. He was gonna inside that.
Technically, I shouldn't be able to do that.
But we told you that you're half vampire.
Yeah, Kane, we need to talk about.
Yeah, go ahead and roll
that.
insight
You
on
didn't
that.
know you could do that? Oh goodness.
Oh shit.
Straight up, did not know.
It's a
His
10.
confusion and those words are completely honest.
Let me tell you now, I love rolling against my other players.
Trevor just kind of reaches over and pats Kane on the back. He's like, "It's all right. You got everyone out safe. Now you know. So maybe be a little more careful next time." But yeah, it was a literal act of God thing that was reversed.
Agnes is gonna kind of speak up now that the whole like yelling at each other and also being proud of each other that yelling at each other is all over, and he's just going, now that this pot has been stirred to the proper consistency, why do we have a beholder in our party?
I beg your
I'm sorry, what?
fucking pardon.
No.
He,
This
like-
was part
And
of
then
the
Kane
artifact.
will look at Yone. Or
Oh,
Zoe.
Zoe.
Yeah,
There's like it's kind of trapped. It's not like a full beholder, but there is a beholder amongst us. Where is it? I
Told
can't
you he
see
was
it.
fucking evil. And I
It's part
pointed,
of
I
the
mage handed
artifacts,
him.
the thing that was our mission.
That was the mission. Did you get any information about Pallister, by the way? I thought that was the mission.
No.
Yeah.
What happened was.
We
No,
accidentally
no,
blew the library up.
no, don't tell her that. So what happened was, remember how we talked earlier about strategically placing bombs in strategic places? Well, I think we decided to do that instead.
I think Callister did that for us.
No, can you talk too fucking much? You don't have to say the truth every single time.
I heard that it exploded. The whole compound exploded.
Yeah.
Was that you, Sif?
Sif fireballed the room full of
I'm sorry, I don't know why that
powder.
happens.
Sif just chuckles like a hyena.
I
Agnes
feel like a
goes,
little bit of little Paul
Okay.
showing through there.
But you got what we wanted, right? And everybody survived, obviously. So success.
Zoe.
Gorez, your traitor is dead, by the way.
Yeah. No,
No, I mean we killed him. It wasn't who you thought it was. It was your right hand. The white-haired
Really?
dude. Yeah. He's dead though.
awesome. Appreciate it.
You're
Wow.
welcome. So
Goraz, later, me and you can kind of work out like a venting system, like a vetting system.
Now is not a
anyways,
river in Egypt.
Kind of look over at him.
the sword.
So the beholder.
Oh yes,
What?
Zoe, do you mind if if you hold? Can you hold the beholder at me, please? If I'm close enough, I can identify it, scan it.
Do it. I don't know why you're holding out. Sif takes a step closer towards him.
I'll insight, cause
As you are trying
I
to
don't
inside a
trust
sword, you will have disadvantage on
I?
this.
Oh God! All right.
Look, you're
Oh,
supposed to be
goodness.
traveling with us.
It's
and
very
helping us.
hard to determine what this talking sword that you. I mean, you did hear that this sword was or is a god, just not godly right now, like not powerful like a god, just kind of a sword.
He'll speak
But,
to the artifact then, and not get consent, but kinda like if it's
Can I do that?
comfortable.
this?
Hey, like, is it going to hurt you? Do you trust this? As
What
he
does the
is going to
artifact
start,
say?
like, kind of walking towards him, I guess.
The artifacts in broken words and in almost like in partial feeling and broken sentences speaks, if you trust this, I trust you. But it's
And yeah, he'll go,
Trevor's just gonna kind of hold the sword out.
but he will be holding on to it
yeah.
physically.
Yeah, as like the object is much smaller than it was. It's like a globe, like probably the size of like a soccer ball. Agnes, you kind of feel a warm pulse go over the top of it and rush across your hands for a moment. But Agnes kind of goes silent for a little bit, stutters. So it is a beholder, but it's like a beholder divination sphere. It's like a crystallized beholder, like a beholder that has been turned to glass and is perpetually looking into the future, almost by force.
That's unfortunate.
A shame.
And if this were to, this doesn't seem like a normal beholder. I'm guessing maybe, like you said, trapped.
No, it doesn't seem like it even has really any of its. I wouldn't even. It's a beholder in soul, but I wouldn't say that it's a beholder in body anymore.
Zoe, I believe that an explanation is in order.
He'll explain. Let's see, what is he gonna explain? He will just explain how it was trapped by this guy and is using it for, the artifact and its purposes.
Okay.
Can I ask how much he explains?
Go ahead.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Do you want me to
that's
kind of
it.
take?
No.
Do you want me to? No. Okay. Well, I meant like, yeah. Okay. Go ahead.
The general gist of. Yeah,
So you don't
he
want
was-
to explain what Callister was doing with it?
Sure, that too.
Okay. Do you remember what Callister was doing with it?
I am also looking back.
Okay.
I know that it was taken and that it wants to leave. So yeah, you might want to go over it.
Okay. Zoe kind of explains to you guys in loose but not entirely vague ways that Callister was using this as a way to peer into the future and past, to travel back using chronomancy or chronoturgy. We'll say chronomancy. To alter events and times, and also to be able to predict what his enemy's movements were. Thus is why he was able to, yeah, pretty much why he was able to be one step ahead of you guys each time.
Wait.
We realistically should not have won that battle, should we?
Not if, yeah, pretty much. Not if Agnes goes, not if Callister currently was using that artifact. No, you would have for sure lost that fight.
And I'm gonna turn and look to Sith, and I'm gonna be like, okay, so explain to me why you were about to try to fireball Zoe.
Oh, simple. He used what I think, or I'm guessing, my daughter or the hag, to an attempt to try to grab that. Again, I did not care about the artifact. It was more that he would bring my daughter in to.
As you say that, suddenly the orb in Zoe's hands spins and flashes as you see an image of you leaving your home after ending your wife's suffering, and a female walking in after you leave. An
I
adult
only see it,
female.
or
Yeah, it's a vision.
look, whatever the fuck this kid. He doesn't say kid. Look, whatever the fuck this guy did, I'm done and over with it. Just let me know exactly if you know anything. He turns to Zoe that I need to know about my daughter or whoever the fuck you saw.
I told you all that I knew.
Then I guess we don't have to worry about this anymore.
Or perhaps you need to visit that building.
Kane, I hate when you're fucking right.
And perhaps you'll need an interpreter.
Can I trust you on this?
You never couldn't.
I guess an apology is in order. I'm sorry for trying to fireball you 3 times.
3 times? Really?
He'll lean in and he'll say, I don't believe you, as he turns and walks away. Just to him.
Wait, does he talk or does he?
No, it's talk
okay.
is
I thought he
always
was like
psychically.
Yes, okay. I thought he was like, this was the time where he's like gonna open his mouth and you can talk.
No, but he.
Yeah. He just looks back at him. There's nothing else he has to say about that. One thing. You know, if everybody after this conversation, Sif does wants to bring up the fact to Agnes, if Kalistar can look through the future and all that, like with this artifact.
You mean Callister?
Yeah.
Okay.
If he could look through the future and past and all that with this, is there an attempt could we try to attempt the same?
It is possible if the object will let you attune to it, though the knowledge of chronomancy is for sure needed to really do much with it, but the object could provide enough information. Possibly. I'm truly, honestly unaware of its potential or what it can be used for.
Yeah, I'm not attuning to that. Fuck that.
Is going to start talking to it and kind of floating away, but he is going to actually tell the party, you know, he wants to talk to it.
Greywar just kind of nods and lets him go now that the situation's kind of diffused.
So
thanks, Dad.
I guess we completed our stuff. I mean, Bradley and them, says Agnes, kind of took over all of the southern part of the city. So I think we're slowly winning.
I certainly hope so. That kid came in clutch.
Oh,
Good.
Yep. All right. Well, I'm
We
tired.
might have traumatized the shit out of him, though.
Just a
You
little.
weren't worried about that beforehand?
I mean, no, but now I kind of feel bad.
Oh, by the way, did you guys ever use that little trinket I gave you to call Trick?
Oh, yeah. It's a good. She almost died.
So she's still alive,
She's
though, right?
not dead.
Yes.
She's alive.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay, good. I would feel so bad if I invite. Yeah, I'd be a fucking asshole. Like, hey, I'm gonna come save you, and then she fucking.
She was extremely helpful and instrumental.
Okay, remind me. I gotta grab her something. Like, it's like is fruit basket. I feel like they like fruit baskets.
Fish
Sure.
basket.
I feel like you need
I was gonna
a
say fish.
lot better than that, mate.
Wow.
I'll work on it.
Maybe
She did
some
get
jewelry.
punched by a golem, like by the former king, multiple times. Oh yeah, that's
so-
another thing. The king is
This
dead.
kingdom has no king.
No,
Yeah.
he's a golem.
No.
Yeah,
Wait,
He got
it's
turned
weird,
into a golem.
stony, fleshy. It was remarkably unpleasant.
I feel like
Kinda
we
like-
need a system of how we tell each other stuff. Like,
Oh yeah,
maybe
we
that
need to
could
make
have
a
been up.
list.
Yeah.
Like a list of importance. Yeah. Yeah, because I'm pretty sure we're forgetting some things.
I need more
Um,
armor. I got rested.
There was a shadow dragon at Callister's estate.
It was.
It's dead now.
Was that the fireball?
Yes.
Oh, you know what?
that was what the fireball was.
No,
for.
no. That's now that we're talking about order of importance, Acrone. Did we ever finish that thing at the end? Did we kill that thing?
I mean, Tim that killed it. Above table.
As far as you know, but you as a Fae would, knowing that it was a Jabberwocky, you know that the Jabberwocky creatures can only be killed by a Vorpal sword.
There's
Even
still
if
a
it
fucked up
is-
Jabberwock out there. Sif will say.
There's a what?
It's,
What
it-
happened that
What that
Tenelith
thing turned
that
into?
came?
I think so. I've seen stuff like it. It was a lot more
Less dead.
amalgamated.
Gorez's trader turned into this disgusting dragon thing that kept screaming. And it's really hard to focus around it.
Yeah,
It
it-
beat the
it'll be
shit out of
alive.
us. We're honestly, if Tenelith had not come, we probably would have died.
Okay. So
I-
recap.
I
You
suppose I should thank her.
Mhm.
you accidentally turned an artificer into a spawn. Gorez's
Damn
trader, yeah, Gorez's trader was some weird, creepy dragon thing. You
No,
blew up Callister's estate, and there was a fucking dragon inside of it.
2 dragons, technically.
Ooh.
Two dragons.
Also, all the guards' armor is dragon-esque.
Black Dragon.
I think Callister has a little bit of an obsession, but we weren't able
Maybe
to
a
figure
fetish?
out any actual information on him because and this is a failing on my part too, but no one checked for traps in the library.
You don't have to fucking tell them
Zoe-
everything. Oh my god.
Don't worry, that
Zoe,
happened with
blew
us,
up
and we.
the library.
Hey, Pat,
Yes.
can I'm gonna message you something real quick, and
I love how
wanna see if
truthful
I can
King
roll a. I want to see if I can roll a history check.
Like, just tell a fucking lie there, honest Abe, for once in your fucking life.
No.
Hey, he's got a lumberjack's jacket.
Right.
You know, all he's down
Oh,
missing
wow,
is a
I'm a
top
truth
hat.
I just need the hat now.
Yep.
Well, don't worry. Trevor tripped a trap as well, and we had to fight 2 hordes
Hordes
of
of
rust
rust.
monster, and that was great. It's just like motions to her armor and her shield. That's all
It's like
gone.
heavily rusted.
Oh, that's
we did it.
fine.
That's a problem.
Yeah,
Alright.
and then we had Basculus that we had to go at. I had to go down and get something up, so that was fun. And then a fireball thing. That
So-
was fun.
To this message, I'm gonna say not a history. I'm gonna have you roll a straight intelligence roll
Oh,
as an
great.
idea roll
Okay.
because to see if you
Alright.
can put those pieces together.
Sif wants to
Alright.
point something out real quick.
Oh wait,
I
what's up,
am-
Sif?
If the trader that we killed was the actual trader, does that mean the first trader was not even a trader?
Most likely.
Most likely, yeah.
That's fucked.
All right. I am not a clever man, so
Well,
that's a 14. Just a raw, straight 14.
so I'm gonna say that the pieces are coming together, but I'm gonna say that you understand only half of it. So feel free to, but by you understanding half of it, you think you understand all of it,
Okay.
but you only
Um,
actually understand half of it. So I'm gonna let you pick what half that is.
Okay. So Trevor kind of claps his hands together. He's like, I was wrong. He's not a vampire. He's a fucking dragon.
What?
I mean,
Alistair Black.
that would make.
You
some
don't mean he's a
sense.
black dragon, do you?
That's exactly what I mean.
Oh my fucking god, and I'm supposed to be the smart one in this group.
I mean, that does make sense, I suppose.
Well, I mean, was there anything in his study that would maybe point to it? Like, did any of his books really say anything? You said that he had a shadow dragon? I've never heard of a black dragon controlling shadow dragons before.
Well, we weren't really able to get much of a look at his library because it was blown up.
Oh, that's right.
Sif, did you do that?
Book? No. The
No,
book
sadly,
was
no.
trapped.
Oh.
And it I believe it had a glyph of warding.
Oh.
I made
Nobody
chat into
checked?
the way that Zoe left.
Oh.
Yeah, it
I'm surprised they didn't check
Sif
this
actually
beforehand.
did not.
To be fair, I looked away, and when I looked back, there was a fireball.
I was investigating a bookshelf that
Agnes
was
replies.
a secret door.
That's probably how all your enemies see what you do to them.
Honestly,
look away,
it's
they're like,
very
back to the
terrifying. I think I
fireball.
need to stop doing that.
But all right, well, so we think that you think he's a dragon. I'm guessing a black dragon.
I mean,
That's a little
my
on the
guess.
nose.
I mean,
I am
there
not
was
a
some-
clever man. I have never claimed to be a clever man, but he's got all of this dragon stuff. He's been around for a long fucking time.
No, if
Didn't
he is a
wasn't
dragon,
this-
then he's. Well, go ahead, Syphina.
There was some kind of something on the ground where
Oh, yeah, that-
Alfric was.
That Ouroboros, the two dragons eating each other.
Yeah. So just that.
Two dragons eating each other? Can I make
It
a
was like
history
a.
check?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah.
It was like a strange arcane
Maybe I might have
drawing.
seen something about that before.
Well, that's
10.
7.
Wow.
Sif is supposed to be the brains of this group, but he's not, okay?
Yeah, it was like a
What? Should I
weird
roll
arcane drawing. Well, it
No.
was strange. It
Dice
kind of
fucking
like
hate it tonight.
I don't know. It seemed like two dragons devouring each other, but it was a magical circle. It was integral to the device that was pulling magic from the ley line beneath the mines.
Do you guys
Oh,
think that...
we secured the fucking golems too.
Oh, that is nice, but to go with the golems, you said that stuff was on the floor of the golems. Did you guys maybe like consecrate or get rid of that writing on the floor?
And we're kind of busy because we heard that the soldiers were coming to
Do we have a way to
raid
get
the
a hold of
mine.
Alfred?
I mean, he's there.
Yeah, he's
so-
at the mine still.
No, I want
I
to
mean,
tell him to
I
get rid
can
of that
message.
Ouroboros.
I can
Yes,
send.
please do.
I could send him a message. I mean, I could. Send,
Whatever the fuck you can. If he has any type of magical thing, get him cleric there, but I don't.
Okay.
I look over where
Alright,
Zoe
I'll-
left and I kind of whisper, I don't really trust that stuff.
Okay. I'll contact Alfred. It's like, so that is it a rune? Is that what it would be or something like that?
No, it was an arcane
circle.
circle.
Arcane.
Magic circle.
That arcane circle that is there with the Ouroboros. Can you do something to get rid of it?
Message back. If I did, I don't know what we would use to relink the artifact. Sure.
Wait, the
Sure.
artifact's gone.
Wait, so we need it. What?
I'm talking to him in my head. We're talking.
It's
The
just casting
artifact's
message a
destroyed.
lot.
No, it's not.
Well-
It's sending. Yeah.
Oh,
so-
send it. Well, when I fix it, it won't be.
Oh, just hold off. Talk to everybody else.
But it's fine. I'll get rid of it. I'll figure something out, I guess.
Wait. So, apparently he needs it for the artifact that he's fixing for the columns. She tells it to everybody else.
Well, let him keep it.
No, I mean, fuck, at that point I didn't think he was going to need it, but fuck, if it comes
Oh,
back to
that
bite
could
us
be
in our ass, I pointed it out, at least.
Okay, forget I said anything. You're doing great.
Just gonna point out a number of things have already come back and bitten us in the ass.
A message is sent back to you. Yeah, I did already destroy it, so
Oh,
I said wait.
I'll figure. Like I said, I'd figure something out. I didn't know you meant for me to stop. I don't know. I'm sorry. A lot
Okay,
going on
come
here.
on.
There's a lot of soldiers yelling at each other.
Okay. Thanks. You're doing just focus. Code of contact, he already destroyed it.
All right. So yeah. So now I think all of our. Oh, maybe we should look into black dragons of this area. Maybe talk to Bradley about
Or Ilvasar.
or Ilvis. Oh yeah, we could talk to Ilvisar. I mean, I don't know how long he's been around here.
Is Bradley
Honest-
even inside? Seems
No,
pretty
he's
quiet around here.
Brad. They're at the
He
mines.
would at least have information on Dragon, I think, as a wizard.
It is kind of like verbally points to Sif. Well, that's what we think about Sif too, but Jabberwocky's the only thing he knew about.
I'm sorry, Sif. You're not the
Okay.
brightest light cantrip in the clergy.
Fireball.
A fireball. Not again, damn it.
Before
Alright.
we do anything, do you think Ilvisar has some booze in his house?
Not the tea, please, not the tea.
I don't know.
I don't know, but if I have to drink any more of that tea, I'm going to vomit.
Well, the only way to find out is to go ask him, I guess.
Very buff wizard.
it's been a long fucking night. We all probably should have died at multiple points throughout that. So let's go in, sit down, catch our breath, and we can figure out next steps from there.
Agnes, you and I still need to talk, but we could talk later.
Yes, we can. Well, better to get it done than anything. All right. Well, let's. He kind of look. Trevor, my man. Hand me to Syphina.
He's gonna look at Agnes, look at Syphina, look at Agnes, and he just kind of hands him over.
A wash of exhaustion hits you immediately. Like almost holding on to Agnes has been pushing away exhaustion, and just suddenly, just a massive amount hits you, like a Tarrasque punch to the face. Just bam.
I immediately have like a flashback to that golem from, or that lava elemental from the tournament just hitting me square in the face.
The Cinder Hulk?
Just smacking
the
you with
Cinder
the.
Hulk. Yep.
Yeah, you're not the one who got bicycle-sized boulders thrown at you multiple times,
Multiple
though.
times.
No, but I'm just thinking back to that session blocking the first blow of my shield. Yeah, that's what I thought. And then Pat goes, that can attack. And I'm like, yeah, that tracks.
But yeah, so you all move into Ilvisar's home. He does not have booze. And in fact, he is quite sorry, but he is out of the tea as well. He did not bring any with him.
Shoot.
That is
But
unfortunate.
as you
I
guys
very
walk in,
unsincerely fake being upset about that.
as you guys are walking in, you're pretending to be sad about the lack of tea. You notice that there is no Oscar.
Point of
Where'd our
order,
druid go?
where the fuck is our druid?
Oh, yes. He had asked if he could get a quick ride to Stiglenia. He said that there was something that he needed to take care of, and my home there has more things for him to I guess he wanted to figure out more of himself, what he is.
He didn't even say goodbye.
Our
He
boy,
said-
you just let my boy leave like that without saying goodbye?
I did bring up the saying goodbye, but he said that he didn't want it to be a goodbye, just a temporary step away. I asked him if it temporary he means a few moments, and he said he has no idea. So, if for now
makes no
it's
fucking
not a
sense.
goodbye. Yes, I didn't understand it either, but he seemed like he didn't really want to say goodbye. He was getting kind of emotional in just the thought of it. So I'm sure he probably wouldn't have been able to do what he, the whole go and figure out who he is, kind of thing, or what he is.
Let him become his own man.
I feel like that is best. But
Oh, he's gone. So.
Promise you'll look out for him.
I will do my best. It's hard to be in multiple places at once. The clone spell takes a lot of money.
That's. I have no idea what any of that means, but I'll just trust that you.
Wait, you can
understand it
clone.
better than I do.
Oh, I can. Yes, I can actually. I have found ancient texts that have taught me the clone spell. Yes, but it is extremely expensive to do. So much that even selling 2 of my properties wouldn't be enough to cover it.
Oh, okay then.
But I do actually have many other things that are very useful. But sorry, I don't have bourbon or any hard liquors. I do
you
have water.
any books on dragons?
You know what? I will take some water.
Very
And
well.
yes, any information that you have on black dragons.
Black dragons specifically?
Dragons
Dragons?
in general. would be
Well,
good as well.
most of my studies are Fae. I know a whole lot about the Fae. I mean, there are some Fae dragons, such as the Fairy Dragon, the Jabberwockies,
Is that the
there
one
are
that screams?
they are very rare creatures. In fact, I've only ever known of there being one in existence. But yes,
Saw
it does. That can't really be because the last Jabberwock was slain about
fought
30
one.
years ago.
We just fought.
Not
Well, to be fair,
Hour and a half ago.
it wasn't a normal Jabberwock. It seemed amalgamated, kind of. A lot more, I guess, what did I say, fleshy? Maybe. It doesn't seem
So-
like a very
More
normal Jabberwock.
undead.
What was it?
He seems puzzled. So you're saying that you encountered a strange kind, like almost man-made Jabberwock?
You can do that?
No.
I mean, of course you could do that.
No, you shouldn't be able to do that. The Jabberwock is a creature of spirit. It is only around to be the essence of destruction amongst the Fae's creations. It's not supposed to be able to be created but by the Fae Queen and the Fae
Well,
King.
Callister figured out how to make one that was kind of undead.
It would take tremendous amounts of Fae
Time
magic
and magic.
and time and even a draconic soul in its own right.
Fey magic.
I
A lot
mean,
in this area.
it was a half dragon that turned into.
Even half dragons aren't even common. I've only heard of stories of half dragons from Dimoricans, old
Do you guys
past.
think that? And I don't want to rush us getting over to this magical shop that Zoe was talking about earlier, but that might actually hold a key to it. Long story short, I believe the hag that turned me into this form, is the one that he was talking about. And if what he said is true, then that would be her shop. If there is any amount of Fey magic around here, or it is being held, why would it not be held there?
Why would she help Callister though?
I don't fucking know. Why do you ask me these questions, Kane?
I'm honest and I ask the hard questions. Deal with it.
Oh, think of it like this. I scratch your back, you scratch my back type of thing. I mean, Faye's always loved to make deals, so what did
This
she
is
get
true.
out of it?
Well,
That's the question. What does she get out of it?
I'm sure if he was successful in creating a Jabberwock, being able to create more and them being under her control would be a massive boon. She could possibly usurp the throne of Titania.
This is the woman who has your daughter.
Hopefully, if not, it's another fucking angry woman at me, and don't have that many in my life.
How many women
many?
did you piss off?
I was gonna say.
Look, let's not get into that, okay?
We should never pry
Is it
into
more than
into a
5?
man's past. Look,
Let's not get into my past, okay? I don't ask you
could-
how many women you've been with, Kane, okay?
1.
I look over at Lamie whenever he says that, and I notice how it's all
Oh no,
shiny.
he points directly at Syphina.
Oh, does he?
Agnes kind of like points out. Well, now I guess you could say 2, but
No, that doesn't count. We haven't done anything.
Your
She's in
bow
a
looks
boat.
very shiny there.
the sad feeling emanates from the bow as like almost like a
I'm
rejection.
sorry!
Above table,
He's just gonna pass the bow!
lubing up the bow.
Yeah, I just.
Some
he
like
did that before the fight.
some of that like ghost clay motion bull crap.
Syphina's just shaking her head as this is going on. She's kind of
Anyways,
chuckling.
I do know a bit about dragons, but most of my knowledge is Fey, but I have studied a dragon or two. It is uncommon for a black dragon it is in these areas, a black dragon is extremely uncommon. We have no swamps. They are very common, way more to the eastern side of Valordis, though. But it's not unheard of. There was one black dragon a very long time ago that took root near the whirlpool.
Perhaps
And what
Callister is
happened to
that
it?
black dragon.
You think Callister is a black dragon?
That's
If-
kind of what we're thinking.
He was a black dragon, he'd have to be of ancient class or greater in order to take human form, which is a very bad thing. They are very old and very smart and very powerful dragons.
Sounds about what we tend to go up against. Different level, but sounds about right.
Trevor is actually now kind of doubting this, and he's like, if that's the case, and we just wrecked all of his shit, why did he not just destroy the fucking city then?
Black
If
dragons
he
are
wants
not.
control of the city, then he wouldn't have wanted to destroy the city. He'd wait till we got out of the city and go after us.
Well, that brings up my point. Then he doesn't really want the city. He wants what's inside of it.
Black dragons are not known for taking things necessarily head on unless forced to. If they're forced to fight somebody head on, they will take that individual out at all means necessary, even with their dying breath. It is not unheard of for a black dragon on its dying breath to plummet from the skies, trying to crush their foe. But a black dragon, especially a smart black dragon, an ancient black dragon, or possibly even a great worm, though a great worm would easily be able to take our entire city, our entire nation with little resistance. But an ancient black dragon is not one who jumps headlong. They are not red dragons. They will not. They think. They act
You can't
with
use,
strategy.
You can't necessarily use their ego against them like you can with reds.
So it brings me
No.
back to what would he want in here?
Well,
We know he
if-
has the
Yeah,
artifact.
In here?
Uh,
What if it's not in
oh,
here?
man.
Because remember, he's keeping the army away from the mountain. Remember? So what if it's not the city? It's the mountain.
Well, we already know that there's something within the mountain that needs to be dealt with because it's the
Ah,
cause
yes.
of the undead.
the child. I have looked into him. It. Supposedly 300 years ago, there was a possible. Do you know what an illithid is?
I'm gonna roll a history check, see if I remember
Same.
Very tentacly person.
Indeed.
that. Man,
Never seen one.
nice
Nat
to
20.
like this tonight. Okay, there
Oh,
you
I
I
love
got
that.
that 20.
Syphina knows it perfect.
go, Syphina.
Syphina, you would know what an illithid is. They are mind flayers, creatures of other creatures unknown where they came from, but they do make civilizations within the Underdarks, and in Outlaw they're not much of a big problem. But there has been conflicts in the past with mind flares and illithids attempting to claim whole countries for themselves. But they are psionic creatures that function and feed off intelligence. But so you say that you do know? Okay. He kind of nods and goes, well, there was a cult or a gathering, a clique, whatever you want to call them, a pod of these illithids that had taken root in the mountain. And supposedly they were experimenting. The undead arrived sometime after a group of adventurers were sent to go and look for a hunter, a well-known hunter and tamer. He was known for taming dragons, and in fact had a rather rare to this area dragon egg with them, which was, in my understanding through rumor and records, was a black dragon egg that he was going to tame and give to the king. However, there was conflict. This is around the time that Callister Black took residency as the advisor. And the adventurers were never heard of, and soon after, the undead that we have now, the strange plant-like creatures of flesh and rot, covered Denza like a plague.
How long ago was this?
Roughly around 300 years ago. We have been dealing with this issue for a long time.
I know when we were helping with the other city, we were fighting these creatures, and this worm thing came out of one of the creatures that we killed. We captured it. Of course, it didn't do much good because we went back to the keep and it just...
Was it a strange, inky kind of purplish black?
Above table, I can't remember. Should I roll history for this, or should I just...
Yeah, you can roll history.
Okay, I'm gonna use guidance for this as well. Oh, I'm not gonna remember that. That's a nat 1.
Nope. You remember it as well as you remember it.
Yeah. It's like, I don't remember what it looks like. It was just like some kind of a worm thing. And if I recall correctly, Oscar had it in him briefly before we got rid of that by pushing him into, comfortable.
He turns and grabs to one of his mini bookshelves and scours through it, pulling off a book, flipping through. It seems to be a bestiary. And he flips to a page of an illithid tadpole. Which, yes, it looked like this, but it was more like, almost like a plant seed, like kind of coating. It was basically, think the creatures you've been fighting mixed with this.
All right, so I would explain. I would say like yes, but it more plant-like-ish, something like that.
Well, that's concerning. Very, very concerning, because that would mean that the only thing that can truly produce, at least in this realm, a tadpole is an elder brain. But if you said it was corrupted with this flesh plant material, would mean that it would have to not just be a standard. Concerning. I would have to do some research onto this, but I fear
that it was screaming for it was like trying to communicate with something else outside of it. I know that. Wow. I remember that.
It is known for illithids to have a hive mind with the elder brain. But if this is true, then some of the rumors I heard, which was that they were messing with, they were trying to empower and improve and strengthen, creating a whole nother version of an elder brain. For we have seen elder brain dragons in the past, elder brains, but this is different, and so I would be very cautious dealing with what this creature known as the Child. But I will do some research. You're welcome to stay here until you are ready. But I would not think that your fight with Callister is over. If he is a black dragon, he is now only out for vengeance.
300 years though. Wouldn't above table? I might ask this too. How long does it usually take a dragon to get to ancient? Because I feel like 300 years is a little too short.
300 years, they're like barely in adolescence.
That's what I thought. Yeah.
Yes, that would mean
1,000 or higher is ancient.
Callister was a human, looked human 300 years ago, which means he was an ancient black dragon then.
So what do you guys think might have happened with this?
We might be dealing with a corrupted black dragon in the mountain.
Like there's two of them?
Yes.
Oh,
Could possibly be.
fuck. Why can't it never just be one dragon? Look,
Did you happen to It's strange that
dragons?
Yes,
Two dragons corrupted. Does that not sound familiar, Syphina? Remember that thing you told us you saw on the floor in the mine?
Yeah, the Boroboas.
Yeah.
Thing simple.
Yeah.
definitely
Simple.
dealing with an ancient black dragon. He seems to be the mines. Wait, what? There was this. Now that I'm thinking about it, there was artifact.
Yes, there was an artifact in the mines that was controlling the Dead King. By the way, he's no longer existing.
Yes,
it was
Bradley and I assumed
Um,
as much.
So it was controlling him, and if the golems woke up, I think it would have controlled them. But there was a arcane circle with these two dragons, Boroboas, and so yeah, that was in the mines, and it's all
I
taken
know that
care of.
there
The
was a
artifact
ley
is
line.
gone.
What if he's trying to
underneath.
consume the child in the mountain?
Possibly.
There's
That
a
is
ley
something
line.
that is worth. A ley line. The ley line underneath Denza's mines is a very strong one. In fact, it would be a perfect object to be incubating high concentrations of magic in, which would be needed for transmutation and taking one thing. As he speaks, he's kind of like thinking at the same time, taking one thing and fusing it with another. I believe you're
Yes.
dealing with a chimera of some sorts.
Oh my fucking god.
And with that, we'll end the session.
Fuck!
Well,
Tell your
episode.
grandma.
Yep, don't forget to like, subscribe, follow us on all our social medias, and have a wonderful time. We cannot wait to see you back again.
Bye, guys.
Hey adventurers, thanks for tuning in. Remember to smash that like and subscribe button, and don't forget to give some love to your bards.